Fighter, you ready? Fighter, you ready? Fight!
Ignacio Bahamondes is in blue. Edson Gomez, the shorter fighter, is in gray. Let's see how it plays out. On the betting front, Bahamondes a minus 450 betting favorite. Gomez comes back at plus 370. That is a big number.
You know, it's interesting that you point out, John, that he came in 3 pounds heavy, because with respect, he does look like he could potentially trim down and make a lighter weight class.
Right.
If he just cleans up the diet a little bit, I'm sure if he's successful here tonight, that might be something that he considers. But we saw straight away, when Bahamondes threw that first kick, he tried to catch. So I think the game plan for Gomez here is pretty evident. Put him down on the floor. That kickboxing ain't worth a lick if you're on the ground.
Nice jab there from Bahamondes, and you mentioned Gomez maybe having a lightweight frame. Ignacio ate a couple big shots there.
But there's that power. I said six fights, 6 wins, 6 knockouts. There it is. Got the single leg, switches to the double. Nicely defended though by Bahamondes, knew exactly what to do and then circled off the fence. Good work. But as we see, Gomez, 2 massive right hands and trying to get the takedown once again. Look at this. Very interesting. That's that long reach.
Gomez unable to get the takedown. Nice job by Bahamondes to stay upright. And just to finish that point, Bahamondes had a lot of success at 155 pounds, if you can believe that. Shout out to Jalen Turner in the UFC making that weight with no issue.
There you go. Yeah, you see the power there from Gomez. And you see the chin on display from Bahamondes. I mean, there's a reason why he's been so successful. Not only can he dish it out, but he can clearly take it, because they were very heavy shots right on the button.
And to piggyback on that point, he sort of said of Gomez, nice film, but a lot of those fights have been exhibitions. He's never been in a war with someone like me. So we'll see if Bahamondes potentially can extend Gomez here and take him into those proverbial deep waters.
The longer a fight goes, anytime somebody misses weight, you always wonder about the cardio effect. If you've had a really, really nasty weight cut, that will, you know, start to pile up, or, you know, you'll start to struggle with the cardio the longer the fight goes. And if you look here, man, that was nice. 4 straight shots, and then a beautiful knee right up the middle. Man!
Ignacio mixing it up beautifully.
How
undercuts the legs there of Gomez.
How good does he look here, man? So good.
Dealt with that early Gomez power, and now Bahamondes starting to take control of the fight midway through round 1.
Yeah, Bahamondes really found his groove here. Look at that.
Beautiful counter right from Bahamondes.
And then a left, switches stance. You can see the experience. You can see he's done this his entire life, because he's just mixing up and transitioning from the stances to the strikes to the punches to the kicks. But that said, you've got to get those hands up.
Gomez, a jiu-jitsu brown belt, has gone to the takedown several times here in the fight's opening 3 minutes. When you watch Bahamondes, 35-0-1, the amateur kickboxing record, just looks like a lifelong striker.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's clearly evident. You can see that this man has been doing this his entire life, which he has. On the flip side, you've got Gomez. He's making this a fun fight. He's using that left hand to set up the right. He's looking for that huge power shot.
Beautiful kick right underneath that elbow to the body, and now a nice right hand from Gomez. Pretty entertaining first round thus far.
Not bad at all, my friend.
Not a great shot by Gomez. We'll see if he can finish it.
It wasn't a good entry, as you said, but he's drived him up against the fence here. Now he can try and run the pipe, try and get a double leg, maybe a high crotch. But he's got to act. He can't hang out here. Bahamondes landing little elbows, little punches to the face. They're not going to get a knockout, but they pile up, they do damage. They bloody the nose, they water the eyes, and then throw you off your game. And nicely defended by Bahamondes. And when you see him fight like this, you realize why Bahamondes was so confident. Because the confidence was absolutely brimming, but rightly so. I mean, the man is so extremely polished.
Certainly got a lot of respect from Las Vegas coming in here tonight. Or the odds makers, I should say. Oh, beautifully done with the spinning attack right to the middle of that body of Gomez as we come down the stretch in round one.
And the speed and the precision was just beautiful. There was no wind up, just boom, just exploded and spun.
All right, here we go with the start of round two of a possible three. Don't forget Carlos Ulberg and Bruno Oliveira wait in the wings in our featured light heavyweight attraction coming up next.
Round, fight, are you ready? Fight, are you ready? Fight!
Let's see if Gomez can make some adjustments here. He is in the gray. Ignacio Bahamondes is in blue and opens with a low leg attack. Thankfully, Gomez's guard was up there. Pretty good counter there from Edson.
Yeah, no, listen, there's a reason why Edson Gomez has been so successful. He's a fighter through and through. You can clearly see this. He's happy to take one on the chin just to get in range and land his own shots. Tried for multiple takedowns so far. Bahamondes passed the test every time and defended well. But look at that. Uses the footwork, turns the angle and puts on the punishment. Ooh, oh, so nice.
Gomez staying in the fight, though. Pretty good counter there. Lost his mouthpiece for a moment.
Yeah, Gomez is tough, no doubt about it. But Bahamondes looking so slick here. 4 punches to the head, fires in a beautiful liver shot with the left hand.
And my informed speculation tells me that Gomez is starting to fatigue a little bit here, and there's plenty of fight still left, almost 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, certainly starting to slow down. I'm assuming getting punched and kicked in the face repeatedly over 10 minutes will do that to you, John. And then, of course, you know, we got the scale mishap as well. But if you see, look at this comfortability here. Putting together long combinations, finishes with a spinning back kick, just poetry in motion.
Gomez starting to wear it a little bit on the body and then upstairs. A lot of volume from Ignacio here early round two. Kid never stops.
It's so crisp. There's no wind up. It's technically perfect. There's a lot of pop on it. There's a nice whip. He's an excellent striker. I am so impressed.
High praise from the Hall of Famer and former UFC middleweight champion. Under 3 minutes now to go round two. Got to at least admire the mental fortitude of Gomez. It's not going his way, but man, he's staying in there looking for that, you know, one-hitter quitter somehow, some way.
Yo, absolutely. The man is a fighter. You know, he's not backing off. He's still trying to get that knockout shot.
Oh! Ignacio Bahamondes with a huge highlight for the reel. Where's the contract, Michael? Where is it? Wow!
Kicks to the face all night. Look at that.
That right there was one of the best knockouts I've seen in 2020 in any mixed martial arts setting. Gomez out cold, and the 23-year-old Ignacio Bahamondes has just produced on the biggest stage of his career.
It was absolutely incredible. Look at this. Just wait for it. I'm not going to say a word. Oh. Boom. I mean, look at that. Out cold. He was looking for it all night. Just softening him up with those punches there, not putting everything into it, not looking for the knockout, but he knew he had the head down and he was going to make him pay for it. Man, so impressed.
And here's the reaction from Dana White.
I think that was all of us. What did he say there, John?
We'll keep it clean. Holy piss, I think it was. But Dana White impressed, as the MMA masses are, I trust, with Ignacio Bahamondes, 23 years old. And when we asked Belal Muhammad, the UFC welterweight contender, to talk about his teammate last week, his eyes lit up. And now I think you see an inkling as to why.
Well, that was almost a flawless performance.
Mi papá, mis hermanos, así está toda la gente que me sigue, muchas gracias. No sería nada sin usted. Y sobre todo, Almighty Jesus, His whole.
It was a beautiful display of striking. He defended the takedowns perfectly. And then when Edson stopped the pressure from the takedown, he would circle and pivot off and then be back in the driver's seat. And then when it was time to take him out, he did it in absolute style.
What a moment for the 23-year-old Ignacio Bahamondes. And he is trying to get the few people in attendance going to acknowledge that Gomez has now gotten back to a sitting position, and they will get Edson Gomez to the stool here. And for Edson Gomez, you know, this drops him to 6-2, but still 29 years of age, and perhaps there will be another opportunity for Edson. But tonight belongs to Ignacio Bahamondes. Got a lot of practice saying that name now. And it looks as though Laura Sanko has entered the octagon, and she will bring you the official decision on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this bout at 2 minutes and 31 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout, Ignacio Bahamondes.
Gracias.